On this episode of AC Designs Garage, I'm going to show you how to restore your old fogged up headlights the correct way. Like the pros do it. It's going to last a long time. It ain't going to cloud back up in 6 months. And it's going to be done in 3 super easy steps and going to cost you under 30 bucks. How much better does it get than that? So let's get at it. All right, guys, real quickly before we get into it, I'll take you over and we'll look at the headlights real good. These are some of the things you're going to need. I like to use these soft sanding blocks. If you've got flatter headlights, these have a little peak to them here. So you're going to need something that'll take the contour shape of it a little bit. So these are nice little blocks. I use these a lot, and I link all the stuff that I'm using in the description box below. I got an Amazon affiliate account to make a very small percentage off of qualified purchases. It's a way for you guys to help the channel, and it don't cost you guys any extra. It's just a place where you can go scoop it up if you want it. So anywho's, I like these 3M rubber squeegees to clean it off. We're going to be using some 600 wet dry paper. This is the star of the show here. This is the Spray Max 2K Glamour Clear. This is a catalyzed 2K. If you saw my video where I painted the side of the truck with the turbo can and then cleared it, cut butts, look like a show car, same clear. Yeah, all you do is you take this little cap right here out of the top and you put it on the bottom right there, and you just, now guys, don't hammer this thing down. I saw people do it. Sometimes it'll mess. I've heard of people that messing it up. This thing just needs to puncture. There's hardener some way of a bladder on the inside of this, and when you puncture it with this thing here, it just squirts it in there and you shake it good and it makes catalyzed paint. Now the bad thing about that is you got this can of paint. It says 48 hours. It'll last a little longer than that in the can, but eventually it will harden up like concrete in here. So you got at least 48 hours. You get on that. I like to use these pump up sprayers. I just got regular old water in here. To use to wet it, we'll just pump it up and spray it. But what we're going to do is we're going to take our soft block and our 600. But first, I'm getting ahead of myself. We're going to need to tape up all around here. We're going to pop the hood up. I'm going to tape up plastic bag, all that stuff like that. We're going to tape up your edges and stuff so when you're sanding, you're not coming off hitting this, because we're going to sand this stuff. You're like, what? You're going to sand this stuff? Yeah. How much are you going to get the dead skin off of it? Yeah, we're going to sand it. So you want to protect these areas here, like your paint, your chrome, because you get off on that like that, it's going to scar your chrome all up. We're going to come in here, we're going to tape up all around the headlights. We're going to plastic back or paper back a little bit. These spray cans don't have too much overspray, but if you had nice paint, which I don't anymore, you'd be more worried about it. But what we're going to do, this here is just like I said in other videos, I'll drop below, but I use these little ketchup ball things. But I buy wax and grease remover by the gallon, just put it in here, and what we're going to do is just clean all around where we're going to tape. That way the tape takes good. You ain't got to worry about stuff bleeding. So this is for those hack tricks. Everybody's like, you know, make these little short videos and they're like, all right guys, we're going to wipe this down with some greasy biscuits and gravy. And look at that, the miracle thing, how it does. It has changed itself. It looks brand new. You don't need to do anything else. Wait till that stuff evaporates. It's basically what all those weird remedies do. See, this is the same way. See, look at that. That's probably close to what it's going to look like. It may be a little more clear, transparent or something once we get the dead fungi off of it. As you can see, it's just a bunch of mess. Yeah, that'll die back here in a minute. I'll show it to you, but that's what all this miracle, the WD-40 things, and I did a video on it just to see if it would work. It worked for about till the WD-40 wore off. But I've saw people use Colgate. It's a bunch of gimmicks. I mean, what's toothpaste going to do to it? So we'll wipe all around here because I'm going to tape the bumper up. Yeah, a lot of these hack tricks and stuff, they don't work. This is the way you do them at dealerships. This way we done them at the body shops and stuff. We sanded them, got them flat, got the dingy off of them, and put a coat of clear. Now we're gonna sand it. You're gonna, first time you do it, you're gonna be like, oh my word, look at that, I've ruined it. Nah, I mean, if you use 40 grit sandpaper, you'll ruin it. Yeah, we're using 600. I think 600. You can use 600 or 800. I wouldn't go any coarser than that. Need to wash this thing. This thing's due for its once a year car wash, whether it needs it or not. All right, get around all them edges and stuff. real good. And let's get to taping. I'm gonna take you over here to show you this headlight that we just wiped off with the Miracle Cure. You saw how it was clear? Now this is real time. She dingy again. That's why I said those Miracle wiping stuff on and off, I could make that look like it was just this Miracle thing. Anywho, let's get to taping. All right, I like this 3M tape. You guys watched the videos before, you've seen it. I use it a lot. It's what we use at body shops. I go up here where the headlight's put together onto this plastic. That's where I'm gonna tape it. We're gonna take it all the way up to that. I don't like tape lines. I mean, you could come down to here, but I'd rather do it like this. Just follow that. It looks a little more professional. Now these, are granted, are not going to be 1000% like I said, because of the water and stuff it's already got in them. Because you can wet sand and buff this stuff just like you do a paint job. Make them look like a glass. If they still made them out of glass, we wouldn't have to be doing this. We'll go out about that far. This stuff works good. You don't want to leave it on for real long periods of time, but it's not too bad about, you know, some tapes will leave a sticky residue. This stuff here is not too bad about that. You get in that clear overspray on this and it's going to show up like crazy. And we'll cover all the way back up here. If you're concerned about any of this, just cover up all you can. I mean, you can't cover up too much stuff. Like I said, we're gonna get out the paper here in a minute. We gotta tape this up, but first thing we're gonna do, we're not gonna put any paper on it because we gotta sand it yet. Yeah, that old yellow, I'll do this top section up here real quick. And I just sand it lightly. You don't want to hog on it really good. I take it all the way up there. And basically you just want to get that old layer of oxidation off. You see that, how it's starting to clear up some? It's scratched, but it's getting a clear tint to it. It's not all ooey gooey. That old sun just bakes this stuff. And it turns this old stuff to yellow goo. Is this polycarbonate? Is that what this stuff is? Yeah, look at that. That's nice and smooth. Ain't got no goo. I think we need a little bit more. All right, guys, and you're like, what in the world did I just do? And what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna jump on up. Let me see if I got some I might jump up to 1,000 maybe. We go to either 800 or 1,000. I want to take these down a little bit. The reason I started with 600 because this stuff was so bad, and I want to get her good and slick, looking good. So let's go get some of that real quick. Forgot to mention at the beginning, guys, I meant to bring my 1,000. I like to go up to 800 or 1,000 next to finish with. Use your 600 to get it good and all the ooey gooey's knocked off of it. So we got regular old 3M 1,000 wet dry. And basically what I do is I like to sand it till it starts, the ooey gooey starts turning white like this. So now that's actually clearer than that, but wait till we shoot that clear on it, guys. That looks pretty good there. I'm gonna see if the 1,000 will do it on here. I don't know if it'll cut it. Maybe we don't even need to do 600. Maybe this 1,000 will cut it. Yeah, still got a little bit. That fungus down there. I might have to get to 600. I was hoping the 1,000 would do it. We'll jump over here with the 1,000 real quick and get all the dingy. Get the fungus among us off of it. We'll start with the 600, then go to the 1,000. Basically what we're doing is the 600 cuts the fungus among us off, and the 1,000 just takes the 600. You could go to 15, but I don't. It would make it shine a little bit more. See how it turns clear all of a sudden? It would look better at 15, clarity wise, but I don't like to put any clear paint over anything much finer than the 1,000. How much better that already looks, except for the water in it there. They're actually cleaning up better than I thought they would. So I like to kind of sand at a pattern like this, just try to keep it flat. That's gonna look mucho better. All right, guys, look at it right now. Now that's sanded in. That's all we've done compared to that. This is how the dealerships fix them. So we're gonna come back over here and wet this a little bit. So we stuck back with the 600. I'm gonna try to just do half of this, see if y'all can see a difference. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes through cameras. Oh, yellow fungus. Yeah, it's starting to look a little clear. You can't see through it, but it gets that old yellow. I mean, look at it, it looks like pollen on it. Knock these out real quick, little guy's gonna rain. I gotta have time for this stuff to dry. like I said, I basically sand it until it gets to this old yellow looking fungi is gone and it starts sanding like a white color. And that tells me that all the stuff's going off of the deteriorated plastic basically. Yeah, start to get that more clear look. I'm gonna go over one more time, then hit it with the 1000. See how it's starting to turn white now? About ready. Right. While I've got the 600 in hand, I'm gonna let it finish this out here. You can almost feel it when that bad layer, the dead skin layer, gets off of it. It starts sanding a lot smoother, a lot easier. Sure untapes a whole lot faster than it tapes up. Well, I'm chasing this rain. It's not far off. I hope I can get this done. You guys that work outside know what I'm talking about. Let's get it blowed off. Alright guys, got it pretty close to dry it off here. We'll give you a little gander of what they look like before we shoot them. So we're gonna get her taped up back real good, real fast as we can. I'll probably just do this in a hyperlapse for you because you've seen how to tape it up. It's the same way we taped it before. So here we go. All right, now we're gonna get out the main star of the show here. You just pull this little thing out right here, put it on the bottom of this, and you just puncture it. You don't have to beat it. Well, that wasn't worth a crap, was it? Try number 2, because that one there busted on me. I just take them, don't beat them down, but that one there busted open. I don't know if I trust it or not. So I'm gonna try another one. I'm gonna listen to it. There we go, it just popped. That over may be good. I don't know. I don't know whether to trust it or not. I'm not going to. I'm just gonna punctured that, so it's weird. See, popped in. Now you shake it, but I'm gonna show you how I shake it. I'm going to be shaking this thing on one of my shakers that I make and sell on my website at www.acdesignsgarage.com. Also, you can scoop these rad shirts up. If you want to help support me, because I just wasted a $20 can of this stuff. Never had that happen before. Anywho's, let me get the shaker out and show you. This is the old OG versions. The new ones, the only thing different is them, I got holes put in them. I kind of lighten them up like a hot rod. And the clamps on the new ones have a wing nut, so you ain't got to use the little screwdriver. All you do is you put them in your Sawzall, load your can up that needs to be shipped. Like I said, the new ones you don't have to do this, but this one here, this was the prototype. Tighten that unit down. I gotta change my glasses into my spray glasses. I'm gonna link these respirators. You need to wear one of these respirators because it is a catalyzed paint. And even though I shake them on the Shake Master, it's just habit. I always give them a good shake, make sure they feel like they shook up, and we're gonna get to spraying. All right, guys, real quickly, we're just gonna take some more wax and grease. Look at that. Wipe it down, make sure there's none of that residue stuff on the lights, and let that evaporate off and get to squirting. All right, guys, I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna do this real quick. We're just gonna do it like 50% overlaps on it, you'll see, and we're gonna let it tack. We're probably gonna do 2 or 3 coats, but I'm gonna put my respirator on, so you probably ain't gonna be able to hear me. And we'll let them tack. What we'll do is we'll check when it stops being sticky and coming off on your fingers, that's when I usually do my second coat. So we'll spray it, let it tack, we'll test around here, and if it's sticky but not coming off on our fingers, shoot her again. So here we go. Do a little spray. Do the side. Look at that, instantly clear as it can be. I did want to show you real quick, if you look over here, when you put it on, see how it's kind of got a little cloudy haze to it. As it dries a little bit, that's where I got it a little heavy. I was trying to watch the camera and the lens at the same time. It got a little heavy, so we're gonna let that tack, but you can see that there is, it's still okay, but like I said, these lenses are going to have to be changed, but look at the difference in them, guys. And we're gonna She's ready for another coat. Let's go ahead and get another coat, get a respirator on. See how it's a little milky looking, hazy kind of when you shoot it? Don't worry about that, guys. When it dries out, it'll start clearing up. You'll just see this one will do the same. See, that's a little milky. It'll clear up in a minute. All right, guys, y'all ain't gonna believe the transformation of this. Now, the one that's got a little bit of water in it, it still has it, but these things, look. I'm gonna put one more coat. This is be the third coat, and I'm gonna call it. But remember how it looked just a few minutes ago? It was kind of blotchy and milky, and you guys go, oh, it's fine. That's what it does. So here we go. Check that out, guys. $20. That's what it'll cost you in materials. Well, I guess you need to figure in tape. A roll of tape, a roll of paper, a couple more. I say under 50 bucks. You can have you some brand new. Like I said, it's still got the moisture in it, but hey, who cares? Look at them things. I mean, MR clear, ain't they? So we're gonna put one more real quick. Let that tack, we're gonna untape it and check her out. All right, guys, that was the third coat. See how she milked up? Can't see through it as good. We're gonna give her a little bit for about 10 minutes and she ought to clear up, look like $1,000,000. And there's enough on here that if you want to come back later and cut and buff it, you can. I would probably, if I was gonna cut and buff this, I'd probably do 25, just a light 25 and buff it, and they'll look like glass. There'll be no peel, but these here probably not going to. I just put the extra on there just because I can. And I want to finish that can up so I ain't wasting it. She's looking fine. So easy. You guys can do this. It's not that hard. There's 3 steps to it. You sand it, you tape it up, you squirt it, and she done. I mean, that's simple. 3 steps. So here we go. Shoo-wee. Look at that. So let's start getting this untaped. Good stuff first. Now I'm going to paint the truck because this looks so good. Definitely going to have to wash the truck for all that fungus and mungus come off of it. Brand new headlights, didn't even have to take them out. Like I said, guys, you can take them out. That's just another step. You got to go put them back in. If you guys try this out, and send me some pictures of it over at my email at acdgmerch. That stands for AC Designs Garage, of course, but it's acdgmerch@gmail.com. And send me some pictures of it. I like to see some of the stuff you guys are doing. And make sure you drop down in the comments below if there's anything that y'all want to see. I like to help you guys out if I can, because when I was trying probably 25, 26 years ago to learn how to do this paint body stuff, nobody but my buddy Kenneth would show me anything. Everybody act like it was this big secret. Ooh, you're gonna take my job. Well, if you ain't that good, buddy, you need to step your game up. I'm just saying, if a beginner's gonna take your business away from you. But anyway, don't keep this stuff secret, guys. We all gonna die someday, so it's better to pass this stuff on. Teach all you can. I love the teaching part. That's what I enjoy doing, the welding part, the paint body part. That's the fun part for me, seeing other people get excited about doing this hobby. And well, this is work, but it's still a hobby. But if you don't pass it on to the next generation, what good is it? Just like Mr. Gene Winfield said, every day's a school day. Never stop learning. Never think you know it all. I've got a lot of room for improvement, guys, but yeah. If y'all know an easier, faster way to do this, let me know. We'll do a video on it. Hey, I am game for easier. This is a pretty easy step, I think. Like I said, it takes longer to tape and untape this thing than it does to actually do the job. That's 3 good coats on it. We got brand new headlights that should last for years. I don't plan on getting rid of this truck, so if it start fogging up, I'm gonna let y'all know when it is. But look at that. Goodness, done got facelift on here. Big red looking good. All right, guys, I want to thank all y'all for hanging around this long. I appreciate it. Hope it helps you out. Make sure you don't forget, if you want one of them Shakemaster 4000s, go over to www.acdesignsgarage.com. You can get them there. You can get the Death Before Electric t-shirts there. It really helps the channel out. Also, make sure you go subscribe to the YouTube channel and also subscribe to the email list at the website. That way you'll get entered in to win the custom painted Shakemaster 4000 America version that we painted last week. So October 1st is going to be the drawing, so make sure y'all get in there and register for that. And remember, be kind to one another. Jesus loves you, so do we. God bless. We gone.